how much conversation was there afterwards about the significance and the contribution of the supporting cast?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, this team obviously doesn't go anywhere without LeBron, but they are not getting to the NBA Finals without the other guys on this team chipping in, and that is what they got tonight. First of all, Scott, I just want someone to talk about me the way Jeff Van Gundy talks about Kyle Korver blocking the basketball, because that was beautiful there tonight.
Right.
But his teammates were just as complimentary of him, and so is his coach. I mean, the ability to see a guy like that give all that he has in a night like this meant so much. Ty Lue talked about it after the game.
That's a guy that's all about winning, and whatever it takes to win. You very rarely see a 36-year-old running full speed against Marcus Smart, against Rozier, and diving for the loose ball and laid it out on the line. And Kyle's just a pro's pro, man. He does everything right every night. He gives it 100% effort every single night. And tonight having 3 blocks, he had a couple of strips, and I mean, you just can't say enough about him. He's 37 now?
Yeah.
God dang. And we playing him too many minutes. We need him, though. We need him.
Great.
I love that. And to give you an idea of how loose these guys were after the game, you see Ty Lue there. You walk into the Cavs locker room, Scott. LeBron James is FaceTiming his young daughter, Zuri. Zuri is playfully asking for other players on the team to talk to her. Kevin, I want Kevin. So, he brings the phone over to Kevin Love. They're having a lovely moment. It's all fun here in Cleveland. They're tied 2-2 again.
Yeah, and that's interesting to me, Rachel, because if you're Boston, you go home to a building where you have not lost. And so I imagine you would be fueled by the confidence that provides. And if you're Cleveland, you've just won the last 2 games. So how differently are these 2 teams viewing this next game?
Yeah, I mean, it is super interesting to walk between locker rooms in a game like this, because you have conversations with both sides, and they both will tell you they have the advantage going into Game 5, which, by the way, should make for a good Game 5. But you're absolutely right. The Celtics not really daunted by what happened here, because in both games, they felt like they were not playing up to their potential. It's one thing if you get beat when you're playing your best basketball, but they made so many mistakes here that they, yes, usually do not make it home. They had 15 missed dunks or layups. They make 5 of those, and they end up winning this game. So they feel like they get back in their building. They continue to force the Cavaliers into turnovers because the Cavs have gotten so sloppy with the basketball. And it's one thing when it happens here. It's entirely another thing if that happens at the Garden and the crowd goes nuts and those turn into made dunks or made 3-pointers. All of a sudden, Boston's on a roll. And if they come back here for Game 6 with a chance to close out the series, they feel good about that too.